Hello. We are back. It's a Wednesday. You know what time it is? Money classroom time. Hello. Welcoming everyone into the room tonight, into the money classroom. Okay, you know we're here to talk about the money things and do all great discussions. I'm excited for the discussion we're going to be having tonight. Look here, people. I am very excited. I see persons coming into the classroom. Rock and come in. Money classroom time. Hello. Hello, everyone. Come in. Welcome. Money classroom time. Let me know where you're joining us from tonight. I love to see where persons are tuning in from. So let me know. Let me know you're also hearing me okay. So I don't want you to miss anything. I don't want you to miss any of the nuggets. So please drop in the comments. I see Anicia is here. Anicia, you are probably, star student. Always the first inside money classroom saying, good evening. Welcome, Anicia. Big up yourself. Excited to have you back inside money classroom. I see persons joining. See you guys entering. I just want to make sure you're all here before we get started. Money Classroom is the place where you come to learn about how money works. So no matter your age or your stage or the wage that you're making, you are here tonight to take your money to the next level, take your wealth building to the next level. And I like the fact that we have these real conversations about money and finance because we're not a play thing when it comes to our money. We're into the real day-to-day discussion because that's really how you're gonna get a change. For those who are new here, you may be wondering, who is this beautiful person looking at me, talking on screen? My name is Keisha Bailey, aka Keisha the Teacher. I'm the host of Money Classroom, and we're gonna have an amazing discussion tonight. Look here, the expert that I brought in tonight. Look here, top of the top. Creme de la creme. You are gonna love this conversation. We had her, give you a little hint. We had her at our Build Wealth conference. So some of you guys get a little taste, kind of a little teeny taste of the type of discussions and her background, her amazing story. And I really love her insights as well. So I can't wait for this discussion. Look here. I can't wait. Goosebumps are coming, right? Because I know it's going to be good. All right. I see Marsha joining. Hello, Marsha from Savlamar. Hello, Marsha. Welcome to Money Classroom. Chris, hello. Joining from St. Anne. Big up yourself. Welcome, Chris. And Read and Play Jay here. Always here, but a silent viewer. I'm very glad, Read and Play, that you are, tonight you feel brave and you're here to partake in the discussion. That's good. So you're looking forward to a wealthy conversation. I love that. A wealthy conversation. That's the type of conversation we have. I call it money talk, but wealthy conversation sounds so sophisticated. Mindful, demure, as they say. It's amazing. I love that one. And you're joining from Harbor View. Big up yourself. Welcome to Money Classroom. All right. So we have been having a series of discussions around this whole September and back to school. And we've spoken from the perspective of ways that parents can approach their finances as we went back into back to school. So we had a teacher who kicked things off there. Then last week we had parents slash, members of the Profit Jumpstarter Academy, members of our community, share their insights around finances and specifically finances for our children and finances for parents. Tonight, we're continuing that discussion. We're wrapping up September. We are going to be talking about how to build a positive money mindset in ourselves and in our children. Look, good discussion. That's all I can say. Very good discussion. It needs to be had because the children are the future. The earlier we can get our kids to have this positive and abundant money mindset, the earlier they will start making certain steps, the earlier they'll cultivate certain habits, which will mean that, in the future, more wealthy people, wealthier Jamaica, wealthier world. I don't have to say no more. It builds, it multiplies, and that's what we want. So, guys, please join me tonight. I'm going to be bringing up our guest. Join me tonight in bringing on, she is a doctor. She's also a former pediatric emergency room physician, and she's transitioned seamlessly into her role as a cosmetic surgeon, where she's shaping lives and promoting self confidence for over a decade now. She is the chief and founding surgeon of Harmony Health Cosmetic Clinic in Jamaica. She prioritizes inner wellness of her clients above all else. And she's dubbed the queen of body positivity. A true, very, very true, because she's dedicated to the consistent promotion of physical beauty that is rooted in mind wellness. She also extends her expertise beyond physical transformation to foster emotional well-being and self-care. A lot of you guys know about some of her, most recent ventures. You would have seen her, strutting her stuff across the stage, sharing her insights. I hope I given enough hints there. I'm gonna just bring her on. And drum roll, please. Miss Universe Top 5. Yes, Anicia. Yes, you got it. Miss Universe
Miss
Top
Universe top five.
5.
Oh my God.
There.
Listen to me. I was like, who is Keisha talking about? That's me.
You amazing lady. Of course. Of
Thank
course.
you. I
I
appreciate
am
you, Miss Billy. I do.
I am so excited you're here tonight because we're gonna talk the things. We're gonna
Let's
talk
do
the
it.
things.
Let's do
We
it.
are going into the things. So I want
Good.
to start off first. I gave, a really nice introduction, and persons are listening in there saying, "Woo,
Thank you.
wow, Dr. Swaby is amazing." Woo. But there are things that we don't know
Thank you.
that's not in that
Yes.
bio. So tell us, one
Yes.
thing that I didn't mention about you that you think, I need people to know this because it's important that they know this about me before we start talking.
That I'm a girl. I'm just a girl, a wealthy one, but I'm just a girl. And whatever I've achieved, anyone can achieve it. That's the honest truth. And
I'm
the
just a
transition
girl.
wasn't seamless. The transition wasn't seamless from the pediatric to the cosmetic. It took a lot of work, but I understand what you mean by seamless. But what I want them to know is that I'm just a girl like everybody else. And I would love everybody to understand that wealth is out there to just go and get it. But
I love
you
that.
have to have you have to have the abundance mentality.
And we're gonna, drive that
Hmm.
home today. I like what you're saying. I'm just a girl. Regular, degular. Just a
Regular.
girl, but a
Yeah.
wealthy one.
Yeah.
But a wealthy one. We like
Yes.
that. Right?
Yeah.
It's just it's demure in how you
Mhm.
say it. I'm just a
Mhm.
girl, but a wealthy one. And
Yes. Mhm.
anybody can get it. So it's
Yes.
there, it's out there in the
Absolutely.
world. Anybody
Absolutely.
can get it. Now let's jump a
Absolutely.
little on the anybody can get it. Share a bit about your background with person. Some persons were at the conference that I've joined, but some
Mhm.
people them don't know the full story, them don't know the full details. When you say anybody, talk about
Right.
your story and your journey in wealth creation for us, please.
So a medical doctor for 22 years. I was married for 19 years. I decided to leave my child's dad after 19 years. I should have planned a little bit for it, but when I left, I was broke because I didn't plan to get a divorce, right? And
Yeah.
I didn't, to the point where I went to, I had to send my daughter to live with my mom in Mandeville because I didn't have anywhere to go. I was like, okay, I didn't think about thinking through. I just said, I'm over and out. And then I'm on the road with my child. I'm going, oh shit, I don't have anywhere to live. So I drove to Mandeville, left my parents there, started from zero to the point where all my credit card, I was in the supermarket and everything is bouncing, like decline, decline, decline. So I said to myself, Sandra, you decided to leave this marriage. Nobody asked you to. Let's get going. That was it. Starting from zero. That was when I was 39 years old, right?
Wow.
The the mindset at the time was that I wasn't going to make it because my child's dad was the wealthy one. But I didn't care. I didn't care. I transitioned into private sector because I was in working for the hospital at the time. I said I'm going to. I remember watching a video of Ying. He's Alibaba CEO founder.
Yeah.
And he says, if you're working for yourself, you can never be wealthy. No,
Ooh.
sorry. If you're not working for yourself, you can't be wealthy.
True.
Because if
True.
you if you work 30 days and you work harder, you're still working for the same salary.
No,
And
and
I
you're
said, okay,
trading time for money. That's
correct,
the thing with it
correct.
too.
So I said, okay, I'm gonna go into the private sector. I said I'm gonna switch. So I decided to open Harmony Health, went back and study, cash out all my life insurance. My parents actually lent me the money that they were going to leave for me when they passed on my will. I subsequently paid them back. And I said, I'm going to work for myself and I'm going to have my own company. And bit by bit, every single day, clearing my mind of all the trauma that I had before. That's super important. Um, Discipline. I am extremely disciplined. I used to meditate on money, talk about money. I love money. I knew I was going to be wealthy because I had the work ethic. I plan, I read, I study, I work hard. And at the end of the day, it takes much more than saying, oh, I want money. You have to know exactly where you're going and how you're going to
Yes.
make the money. Right.
But then
So
also as a
Mhm.
woman, talk because
Yes,
you touch on a lot of different areas that
yeah,
anyone who could go really deep on them. But as a woman in particular, you said, stepping away from that partnership, from that marriage to
yeah,
basically fend for yourself,
correct,
right? Because
correct.
a lot of us, there's parenthood, man and
Yes,
wife, and we're
yes,
parents, but then there
yeah,
are a lot of persons who, as parents, they're in marriages, separate
yes,
relationship that they're unhappy, but they say, you know what, I have to kind of stay here, I have to stick it out
yeah.
because my husband control the finances. But stepping away
Mhm.
now to be a single parent, what
Yes.
was that like?
I gave myself 24 hours to ball and moan. And then I said, okay, girl, let's go. Um, my daughter tells me now, she's 20 years old, that for the first 4 years, I was a little emotionally unavailable to her. That's what she said to me. I understand why she said it, because those 4 years, I was just grinding, just trying
Yeah,
to get back on track. And so she was acting out a lot at school. She's adopted. I just could not. It was hard, but there was so much going on. I said, you know what, I need to pay bills. It's all about paying bills. Nobody expected me to make it. They I mean, people who we were friends with in the marriage, the next day I'd see them and they're like turning away. You know, I'm
that
like, oh, I
type,
thought you guys were
right?
friends. But then I realized that they were my child's dad friends.
Not
And
your
so they
friend.
weren't really my friends. But I had, luckily, my parents were there and I just trotted through. And I have a good friend and she also helped tremendously. The point is that you have to have so much faith in yourself, Keisha, like a lot of faith in yourself. And you have
Yeah,
to understand how money works. Money is energy. Wanting money is not about just getting up and one. You have to understand what money is made of energy. And the reason why you want to be wealthy is because you want to live, you want freedom. And you want to be able to do whatever you want to do. You want to plan for retirement and all of
right.
that. And so if you are wealthy, you have that advantage, but you have to think smart, you have to work hard, and you have to know what you're doing. When after about 7 years, I met my current husband, and that was all I needed because then he held me down, right? And I was able to do more, right? So
But
no,
so,
we're no. Mm-hmm.
but the thing is in stepping into being a single parent and being
Yeah,
the sole person
yeah,
financially now
yeah.
responsible for
Uh-huh.
making sure the education is paid for, the drop off, the pickup. It is a lot.
It is a whole lot.
Them
And I was in family court at the time asking a judge to have her dad give me a weekly stipend for her. And that was another thing. But I will tell you something. My daughter, I had to make a choice. I had to say, okay, maybe I can't go to this sports day and I'm going to go to this PTA meeting. She'll understand. When I'm able to buy another home and get her into the home, she'll understand. I know there's some things that I had to make choices. And some of it was not to be at the swim meet because I had to work. And now she understands because now she lives comfortable and cushy. But if I had been at all the PTAs and whatever, not at work, then we probably wouldn't be here. So it was hard, but I had to keep focused. Very, very
But the thing
focused.
is, being focusing as a mom boss is very hard
Yes,
because what
I know.
creeps in a lot, and I feel it's a lot, is mom guilt.
Yep.
I'm busy doing the things, I'm busy
Yes.
growing my
Mm-hmm.
business, but
Mm-hmm.
I have to miss the swim meet.
Of
I
course.
can't get to do this. Wait,
Mm-hmm.
did I get to feed my child today? Did I get to go here? Because on the other
Mm-hmm.
side, you have that mom, the mom who is there, who cut up the lunch, who cut off the bread edges, and everything is done. And mom boss
Mm-hmm.
can get to be that mom as well. There's
Yeah.
balance. So
Yeah. Yeah.
how did he deal with that?
I had to have a conversation with the guilt because you feel guilty, Because when you drop her off at school, you see three, four moms sitting down there, just they drop off the kids and they wait until you're okay. And I'm like, no, I gotta get to work. I don't have time to be in a yoga
Right.
pants. You know what I mean? And I had a conversation with her. I said, listen, I know it's hard now, but we're working on it and we're gonna get better. The guilt had to be there, but I just simply ignored the guilt because I knew
Ignore
I
it.
was doing this for the long term benefit. I had constant conversation with myself. Yes, Sandra.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of parents of my daughter, they were like, oh my gosh, she's such a bad mother because we don't see her at PTA, we don't see her here, don't see her. I'm like, yeah, but that's okay. Because I know where I wanted to go. And if I was poor and didn't have a home to go to, I couldn't be able to have this conversation with my daughter. No. Right? No, she can talk whatever she wants because she live big life. But
Right.
if that for the PT and all of that, she wouldn't be in it. I just had to make a choice.
But
Just
a
had to make a
difficult
choice.
one.
Very
A
difficult.
difficult choice, right?
Very
Because, but
difficult.
how do we get our kids to understand? Because they don't get it.
No.
Us or mompreneur, when we
Mm-hmm.
start, it's hard, and
Mm-hmm.
the kids don't really get it. How do you explain that? This is what mom is doing. This is how
Mm-hmm.
we're doing this.
Mm-hmm.
But mom, I need, but comes in.
I
What
know.
are some things as moms that we can tell ourselves, because we're busy building wealth, we're building up our
Mm-hmm.
finances, and that
Mm-hmm.
requires consistency and perseverance.
Right. Right.
But on the
It
mom
does.
side, you need consistency and perseverance there as well.
Correct.
So how do we
They're not
balance it?
they're not gonna understand. And I just always said, don't worry, when she grows up, she'll understand. I just always said
Yeah.
to myself, don't worry, when she grows up, she'll understand. When she grows, I know that she's grown, she understands. Do you understand? They're not going to
Ah,
understand everything. Now that she's grown, we're 90 years, she now realizes what was happening. Because to this day, I'm still a single mom, so to speak, because
yeah.
her dad is just nowhere and not supporting. But I know that I'm always here for my child. So I just kept on saying, don't worry, when she grows up, she'll understand. And that's what I kept on saying to myself. When she
That's
grows up, she'll
encouragement.
understand.
'Cause we have a lot of mompreneurs who are watching the show, who are within our
Mm-hmm.
community, and
Mm-hmm.
they ever get, they do at some point, based on your experience, they do eventually get it, things become okay, and that have
You're breaking up, Keisha. I'm hearing half of what you're
eventually.
saying, and then I'm not hearing half.
Oh, I'm saying in the thick of it, it may be difficult. I
Mm-hmm.
may think, will our kids ever really understand? But based on
They
your
will.
experience, they eventually do.
They eventually
So
do.
that's encouragement for me. 'Cause I'm in the thick of it now, right?
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
son is 5, but
Yeah.
with time it will come, right?
It will
Let's
come.
talk about now. Thank you for that. For those holy tango, but
Yeah.
let's talk about now the factors, the factors around us. We talk about nature versus nurture, and
Mm-hmm.
as we think about our finances, the environment you are in as you're building up your own business, building wealth as a parent, how did your environment help to shape the results that you've had today?
All right. So I'm in Jamaica, as you know. I'm a cosmetic surgeon. I'm the only female in cosmetic surgery here in Jamaica. And I
And
understand
that's
in the
we have to
industry.
pause for that, we have to pause for that, because that is no easy feat. That is, you say it like that, you're like, yeah, I'm the only. That is big. That's a big deal, and that's what you work
Thank you.
for. So I have to give you your
That's what
flowers,
I work
right?
for.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
When I came to Jamaica, when I decided to go and study after I left my marriage, I had to do a fellowship with a plastic surgeon. My daughter was young at the time, and I said, you know what? Let me see if I can do it in Jamaica. I had to do it under a plastic surgeon. I asked every plastic surgeon, they all said, no, this is a man's world. We don't need a girl in it, etc., etc. So I said, all right, I had to go back overseas and get the fellowship done. And I promised myself that one
Yeah.
day, they're going to be coming to me. And I see it happen. I'm getting a lot of their clients now. Even today I saw two clients of a plastic surgeon. And I just put my head down and I say, okay, you don't want me here, but that's fine. I'm here and I'm here to stay. And my mentors are all overseas. So the
Nice. Yes.
environment can really crush you if you allow it to, because they were fighting against me tooth and nail. But you have to persevere and know who you are, and what you want. To this day, to this day, I tell people, don't worry about what people think about you. Just worry about what you think about yourself. And right now, I'm fixing up their patients. The environment can crush you, but you don't allow it to. I did in all honesty, I did a lot of journaling. Every morning
Yeah.
I meditated. Every morning I meditated. Every morning I got up and I prayed. When I go to my bed, I pray again, and I had a gratitude journal. I kept a gratitude journal for many years. And every day when I wake up, I'd write what I'm grateful for. I put all my goals on paper. What I
To
want,
make them
where I want to go,
real.
to make them real. I had it at my bedside and I would read it every night. I had a check for 1 million US in the corner of my mirror for about 6 years. I wrote myself a check, 1 million US. And I looked at that check, I look at that check, I look at that check, I look at that check. It is a mindset. You have to think about it's a money mindset. And once you tell the universe what you want to do, the universe
Yeah.
conspires to make it happen. I'm telling you straight. So you have to know what you want. And then you have to read, you have to educate yourself.
And
You have to
you have to
you have
also
to
surround yourself. So the education is important, right?
yes,
And just gonna plug here at the Profit Jumpstart Academy, because I 100% agree with you. I cannot go after anything that I don't understand. I can't
correct.
want wealth and I don't know how money works. I'm
Yeah.
never gonna be wealthy. I have to study it,
Hmm.
right?
You have to study
Same
it.
like people who are the PEP. You can't just go in at the PEP exam and start right. It's not gonna work. We have to study. You have to hone your
Yes.
craft. You couldn't be a cosmetic surgeon. You just, all right, I see something one day, somebody
Hmm.
cut something, and I'm gonna
Hmm.
just try a thing. You have to study. You have to get the
You have to
education,
study.
but you also need now the mindset, because that
Correct.
brings the confidence. One thing
Yes,
I'm picking up a lot in our conversation is that you believed in yourself,
I did
which
and still do.
that not easy. That not easy,
Mm-hmm.
especially as a woman in an industry where you alone, and you are
Mm-hmm.
coming in, the newcomer, shifting from
Mm-hmm.
something in a
Mm-hmm.
male dominated industry.
Mm-hmm.
What do you tell yourself to be confident? What do you tell yourself every day?
That I'm the bomb. that I'm number one.
You're the bomb.
That, yeah. Every morning I look at, there's a mirror right by my bed. I don't know if you can, there's a mirror right by my, every morning I get up, the mirror is across there. And I look at it and I say, Hello, beautiful. Let's go get this day." Every single morning. And I look at my body, I look at my face, I look at everything, and I say, okay, how much money I'm gonna make today? Like I love myself. I love looking at myself. I don't know. I just tell myself every single day, you're the bomb. You're it. You're amazing. And then what I do, Keisha, is that I ask for God's guidance. I put God in front of my day. And I said, God, I'm going
Yeah.
out there. In you, I find all my strength. I'm a walk with my high heel. I'm a gone. Now, if I don't have that type of confidence, then, but
Not
I
gonna work.
really, it's not gonna work. You have to be, remember, to me, you have to be delusional, you know. Like my husband said, my husband, every time he said, Jesus, please, we're gonna do this. I say, Lord have mercy. My husband started to shake because he knows it's gonna happen. Me not understand how, you know, but this is what need to happen. This is how much money we need to
And
make.
it's,
This is where we're going. And the universe conspires every single day because I believe in myself and I believe in God. Every day,
wi-
every single day.
yeah, and so tonight I'm joining in from Texas, guys, all the way over Texas. I'm at the Woman Evolved conference, and we had
Yay.
a session today just about that same topic, believing in yourself. And Pastor
Yes.
Sarah Jakes, it's her conference.
Yeah.
She spoke exactly about her because she said she's very insecure, and she said when you look on her, you wouldn't know because she's out
Mm,
there
mm-hmm.
preaching, calling in the
Mm-hmm.
Holy Ghost. She said, I don't believe all the time, but one thing, I'm obedient. I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
get up every day and show
Mm-hmm.
up
Mm-hmm.
despite anything that's happening. And it's the
Mm-hmm.
obedience that you're seeing and not
Mm-hmm.
necessarily, the most confident
Self-confident.
person. But it
Yeah.
comes, she says, our
It
confidence
comes.
comes with the obedience. So
Yeah.
I said that to say, we have to persevere, we have to push.
Have
Some
to.
persons on maybe looking and say, I don't really like how I look. We can't look in at the mirror 'cause
Mm-hmm.
I don't like what I see. I
Right.
don't like my body. I don't like my face.
Mm-hmm.
Me not like
Mm-hmm.
how my room look. Me not really
Yes.
want. Me probably even have a mirror for look at myself,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
And it's
the,
different.
the yeah, the struggle
Go
is
ahead.
real.
Yes.
I mean, I don't
Yes.
feel, because even if there are some days that I am not my best physical self, whether it's because I'm 5 pounds over or I'm not feeling well or whatever, but I still show up, as Sarah says. I still show up. And I show up for myself, first of all. I show up for myself and then I show up for others. And one thing I've learned is that if I don't show up for myself first, listen, I tell I was we had an event recently, and I put on a dress and my husband's, oh my God, you're gonna wear that? I said, yes. They said, but the event is formal. I said, no, we just made it chic because I'm turning up as this. So whatever the event is, this is the
This
attire.
is it.
Like when I walk in, this I'm walking in as me, and I'm owning that whatever I'm in, no matter how it looks, this is what I'm in, and I'm beautiful in it. And so it
Yeah.
is a mindset. And as I say, you have to be a little delusional. You have to be a little crack, because I'm sure people thought I was a little quirky. People still think I'm a little quirky, but it's okay. But at the end of the day, I have to understand who I am. I have to love myself and turn up this morning. I get up 4 o'clock every morning. Keisha didn't want to get up this morning to exercise. I was so exhausted. I came from a flight late last night. The rain was falling. I said, Sandra, you have to get up because you have to turn up for yourself. And I said, okay, all right, get up. And I got up and exercise. So in the thick of things, even when I'm not feeling best, I still show up. That's
And
all.
but showing up also that sets an example for our kids
Yes.
because
Yeah.
I believe I'm a big believer in leading by example. Me
Yes.
can't. Boy, I feel like, today I feel to run this business. Tomorrow, yeah, I just want to lie down. Me can't bother. I'm showing that, hey, you don't need to be consistent.
You have to be
I need
consistent.
to get up, even in the hard times. Guess
Mm-hmm.
what? Your kids are watching you. They watch
They
you
are.
very closely. They do. And man shot, some of them will even say to you, hey, but me never see you are do. Oh, you are telling me to do this and I don't see you doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
we lead by example. Our
correct.
kids are watching us. We owe it to
Mm-hmm.
them to show them by
Yes.
example what
Mm-hmm.
we want for them. So
Absolutely. You're very
your
right.
daughter will see you get up every morning, work out. She see you being a
Mm-hmm.
mompreneur doing the
Mm-hmm.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
She is going to push just as hard because that's what she see, that's what she know.
Well,
And
my
we want to
daughter,
set
mhm. Sorry,
yes,
I apologize if I'm cutting you. My daughter is 20 years old. I don't know what generation is that. Generation Z,
Gen
X,
Z,
Y.
probably Gen, yes.
Yeah, one of them generation. So like she sees me working hard and she goes, "Why does life have to be this hard?" She's like, "Why? What's the use of hard work?" So I was talking to another friend of mine. She's a judge, and she said, "Listen, my daughter on the same track. She see me rising, and she's like, why does mom work so hard?" So it sometimes it takes time for some of your kids to get it. You know what I mean?
But
Because
they're
this
getting it, that
generation,
hard work. They're
yeah.
seeing that hard work
Hmm.
is a requirement to get
Yeah.
all of these things.
My daughter is just getting it, and she's 20 years old. She's just getting it. Believe me, she's just getting, but she'll get it because I didn't spoil her, and she saw me do it. And even if you don't want to do it, you just have to understand there's some things that have to go as a part of the journey. So hard
Grit.
work is one of
Yes.
them. Hmm.
Yep. See, we have a
She
comment
getting it
from
now, though.
Tammy. She getting it.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
she will tell her friends. So Tammy is saying we can do what we need to do even while feeling however we feel. We wake up not feeling to go work, but we still have to go.
Still
We have to
go.
do the hard thing. We have to
Yeah.
do the hard thing. And our kids will see that. And the first thing they'll figure is, oh, boy, that thing's hard. But then eventually they'll connect the dots that I need to do the hard thing too to get the
Hmm.
results that I see my parents getting.
Correct.
They'll connect it. It's gonna take time. You're right. But
Yes.
they
Yeah.
eventually get there as well, and that's what we want. Now let's
Yeah.
talk about the hard side, the challenges. I like being real, as I tell you, right?
Hmm.
It's not
Yeah.
a easy road of bed of roses, and you've touched on a lot of
Yes.
the challenges you've gone through. And as parents from birth, I tell people all the time, I was like, look here, the last time I sleep good was 5 years ago. I
Mm.
don't know what a good night's sleep look like because either me have to get up because I'm coughing, him get up, one jump up, like it just doesn't. This whole peaceful nights, it doesn't happen. But I've learned to adapt because I have to do what I have to do, and it goes. The challenges are there, you know. My son has special needs, and we have to go through and do different things and all kind of stuff. It's rough, and but
Mm.
during it all, I've learned patience. I've learned discipline, a lot more discipline than I've never had ever. Coming from that, these positives have come out. But as you've gone through your own challenges with parenthood and finances, let's talk about probably the biggest one that kind of hit your mind as I'm talking now. What was that biggest challenge and how did you navigate it?
So let me see if I understand the question. The biggest challenge with
You've
parenting
encountered?
I've
Yes.
encountered. Keisha, that's such a damn good question. I I figured it out a couple weeks ago that we are too hard on ourselves as women.
Mm,
We we have to give ourselves a little bit more grace. We expect to be perfect for our children and we're not. We don't have all the answers. And we
yeah,
pressure ourselves and guess what? We pressure ourselves when our children are not what we say they should be, or if they're like us, for example. But our children, we don't have to push so hard and stress so hard. I was telling a client of mine last week, she came back to me looking so great, and I said, "What happened?" She said, "Doc, I took your advice because my her son was acting out at school." And I said, "So what's the problem? Is he's acting out, not you?" She said, "Doc, When you tell me that, I say, Jesus, please, that is true. And me just say, listen, son, if you act
True.
out, you act out. So she was
Yeah.
accepting the gift because she felt ashamed. I said, why you feel shame? Is you go smoke the marijuana? If that's what he wanted, that's what he wanted. She came back light as a feather. We pressure ourselves. Society pushes us to be perfect mothers, and we're not. We pressure
And
ourselves to be
that's
perfect,
where
and
a lot of the stress comes.
we're not. That's where a lot of the stress comes in. And I don't pressure myself. I am very imperfect. I tell my daughter that the other day. Thank God you know your mother imperfect like nuts. She said, yeah. I said, good. When you have your children, you'll understand. We pressure ourselves a lot.
Yeah.
You don't need to pressure yourselves. Your kids are okay. Don't pressure yourself.
Well, I mean, and generally parents, especially
Hmm.
first time parents, I remember they always have this now I have to do this. I have to go get the dye. You need this stroller,
Hmm.
and like it never really make any difference. It didn't
No, it
matter. I
doesn't.
remember my
It
mother saying to
doesn't.
me all the time, she's like, "You never have no stroller." She said, "Look,
No.
Alaska, you used to drink. You don't need yeah,
Yes.
this and that." I was like, "Look at you today." So
Hmm.
the
Yeah.
perfection and that whole strive for perfection because you want to have perfect body, perfect skin, perfect child, perfect this.
Hmm. Hmm.
Can't happen.
It
Can't
not gonna
happen.
happen. Not gonna happen. No. Don't pressure yourself. Just feed them, make them grow.
One of the best advice I've received in motherhood is just keep them alive.
Yeah. Yeah,
Just
just
keep them alive. And when
just
you bring it
just
down to that, it's simple. I just
yeah.
need to keep you alive.
Simple.
Just keep you
Just keep them
alive.
alive.
So
Feed
you
them.
go and get all.
Feed them. And make them go about their business. Just feed them. That's
Yes,
it. Because
yes.
it is going to, if you are losing sleep, everybody losing, everybody's stressed out. You cannot be the best version of yourself for them anyhow. So what I had to do eventually was to hire a helper, right? And I said, okay, the cooking, washing, cleaning, I can't do I don't have time because I'm here building an empire. So then the helper started to help out. And for a year or two, the helper grew my kid. It's just a fact. For a year or two, because I was busy. She didn't like that, but now she understands why it happened because we talk about it now, right? But I
Yeah.
had to be elsewhere. I can't be in two places at the same time. So it's either I'm making money to put food on the table or I'm here with you kumbayaing. I can't be in two places. So you have to
But and then
just,
kumbaya, the
Mhm.
bills. Well,
And
kumbaya
then
into
when the
the
bills
dark.
come,
Cause
nobody.
the light cut off.
And let me tell you something. It's when it's you one, Keisha. It's when it's you one. It's when it's you one. The urgency is immense. It's when it's you one, and you
Yeah.
realize just you one going to pay the bills, and nobody not going to put nothing in your hand. And if you not pay the bills, nobody pressure. You have to pay the bills.
Yes.
So something has to give. You can't do perfect at everything. Something has to give. Something
I
has to
love
give.
that.
Mhm.
So we have a comment from Marsha as well. She's saying another challenge is being 100% mom, and we lose ourselves in the process. We
Correct.
lose that individual that we were before being a mom, and that's the foundation of who we are. That happen.
Correct.
That does,
Correct.
right? You
And I
become
didn't want to
mom.
lose, yeah, and I didn't want to lose myself rearing my daughter because I wanted to get married again. And I was very much aware that I needed to be ready for the second husband because I'm not getting married again. So I was very hyper focused on myself, in addition to being hyper focused on her. And the moment I met my husband, that was it, because I was ready for him, ready like Freddie. But at the end of the day, you can't lose yourself. A lot of people, oh, I was talking to a client yesterday, and her body looked, anyway. I said to her, "Don't you look in the mirror?" She said, "No, not really, because I've been so busy taking care of special needs over the last couple of years." I said, "But you lost yourself, like 100% lost yourself. And there's nothing I can do for you
Yeah.
overnight." You know what I mean? So the comment is correct. You can't lose yourself. You have to keep a good portion of yourself intact. Because when you get lost, everybody gone, and leave you one day lost as a mutt.
Yep.
You have to keep,
And that
it track. Yeah.
no, you feel like you're sinking because you
Mm-hmm.
remember who you were before the kids. And you say, I hear that, yeah, my breast is up there, I did this, I'm there. And then look no, and
Mm-hmm.
then you say, well, I'm a mother, I don't have to look good. Well, I'm a dad, I don't have to have a good body. I can have, dad bod are weird.
Mm-hmm.
But do you feel confident? Do you feel
No.
that, you look at yourself, are you happy with what you see?
I
No.
had a
But
I had a couple come to me, Keisha, and the wife, she wanted a body makeover. And I'm telling you, she needs it, like seriously needs it. And the husband looked at her and said, "But that's how you're supposed to look. You're a mother."
but
And she broke down in tears because she really needs a body makeover. But the fact that her husband was just looking at her, she felt so insecure, but he's okay because that's how she's supposed to, because she's a mother. I said, but mothers look good too. Mothers are cute and sexy. The point I'm trying to make is if you don't want it for yourself, sometimes nobody's going to want it for you. You have to take care of
yeah.
yourself. Because how we going to see you putting on the weight and you're not going to bother them. Not go bother them, Some of them. Some of them. Not go bother them.
Yes.
And you get out of shape. And because you're a mother, because you're busy taking care of the children and this, that, whatever. So and you're the mother of my children. So you can it's okay if you look like a bag of chips. It's not okay. And don't make them tell you say it's okay. You need to look better than
It
a bag of
not
chips.
it is not okay. It is not okay. Yeah, I believe in it because me have to look for myself every day. I'm on camera a lot. If me not look
Yeah.
good, me can't come talk to nobody about money and me see like my
Yeah.
face having this here bomb with it. It don't make no sense.
That make
What
no
am I coming to
sense.
talk to you about? And you're gonna feel it in how I deliver
Yeah.
the info. You say, no man. So yeah, we have to be our best selves. I believe in life that is
Correct.
our one fundamental thing. Live your best life
Yes.
because you not get no more.
Of
We're
course.
not cats. We can't redo.
Exactly.
So you have
Mm-hmm.
to live your best life. That is important. So we're
Correct.
getting some
Mm-hmm.
additional comments. Read and play saying, he or she admire your strength. I do as well. 'Cause it come out in your
Thank
tongue
you.
and you say, yeah, man, a true, Dr. Swaby, a true man, a true. But they're plugging to say, how important a dual family setting is. He likes the
Yes.
powerful nature of women to do things, but when many women lose themselves, they don't want a soft life, them a push. I have to tell
Mm-hmm.
myself, like, you're not Nanny of the Maroons, you're not Xena
Yeah.
Warrior Princess,
Mm-hmm.
you know, to get up, and by 6 a.m., this, do on it. That.
Mm-hmm.
No, you have to stop. And, they're continuing on to say self care is important.
Very
Can't
important.
lose yourself taking care
Yeah.
of other people.
And thank God, I have a supportive spouse. I think you have a supportive spouse too. And at the end of the day, my life is 10 million times better with him. 10 million times better. And what I had to learn when I met him is to step out of my masculine because I was living in my masculine a lot as a surgeon.
Yeah.
This I had to step into my feminine and receive because that's what femininity is about
Oh,
receiving
yeah.
help, about accepting help. So right now I'm on this live with you. He's preparing the meal because the helper didn't come today. And as soon as I finish with you, we're gonna eat. You understand? The support is tremendous. So it does get better when you have somebody strong with you supporting you, but at the end of the day you have to really love yourself and take care of yourself. That's a fact.
So I want to push on the masculine energy because I know I've my business is wealth creation. I have clients as women, powerhouses like yourself, and we talk about the same thing a lot. Where as women, you're pushing, you're building, you have this masculine energy about you. Yeah, man, I can do it. Yeah, I'm going. Some men are turned off by it. They can't understand why you don't want help, why you feel you have to do everything yourself. And we got this question from Chris. She's saying, you're on your second marriage. How have you navigated romance and being a mompreneur, being a CEO? How do you balance that? Because many men are scared of ambitious women, and the truth. Not for them, just them don't really
Right.
want to know you go for nothing. They want to know you depend on them.
All right. So that's a very excellent question. And it's tricky because I have to submit to my husband as a woman. And I do submit to him because if I stand in my masculine, he's gonna stand in his feminine. So I always step down to my feminine when I'm in his presence. What I mean by that, he's the man of the house. He's the man in the relationship. When I'm in the surgery room, it's all masculine. As soon as I go into his presence, I am his wife. And I have to do that throughout the day because we work together 24 hours per day, right?
Yeah.
The other thing is that I validate him a lot. I use a lot of thank you, you're welcome. I let him know how grateful I am to have him in my life and his support. Because it takes a lot of work. They have to have some tough conversations, you know. And
Yeah.
I don't, if he says if he's gonna help, I receive it. And I'm not gonna say no, this, whatever, I don't need. And I love him. And I love up on him. And I always find moment for intimacy. That's a big deal. And
Yes.
I supply his needs. And if he says no, it's, if he said we're not gonna do this, I give him, you're not gonna do this. You just have to learn. You just relax and let them do it sometime. Let them sort it out. Because I used to be like, no, I have to sort it. I have to sort it. I have to sort it. No, I'm like, no, I don't have to sort out everything. He's gonna sort it out. And I think once I allowed myself to receive the help, then he wanted to give it. And I think that's the key. And I think that's the key to
Yeah. What happened here now? Hello, hello. We drop a little there. Are you guys hearing okay? Are you guys hearing me? Let me know. Don't know what happened a while ago there. You guys hearing? All right, we're
I'm
back.
back.
Yes, we're back. Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, dropped out a bit. As I'm picking up on what you're saying, I can echo the same sentiments. And I think one
Yes.
thing that we want to plug in, you mentioned when I'm in the surgery room, I'm in this
Mm-hmm.
energy, I'm in this space.
Yeah.
But when I'm with him, I'm his wife. And I think that
Correct.
comes with trust. There is trust that's built in that, okay, I can let you, give in to you to do this. Come trust say you're gonna do it. And you
Yes.
will do it at a standard that I am happy about. Because if that
Correct.
wasn't the case,
Correct.
best believe you would say,
Yes.
no, no,
Exactly.
we need to pull
Yes.
this back.
Yes. And
And
I did not trust him in everything, but I decided to, and he figured it out.
yes,
Because you understand? So I realized that trust, and because I trust his love too, and I love him back. So you're right. You have to feel safe. But at the end of the day, some of the things, and some of the things me want start out, Keisha. Some of the things me want, can we can do
me fi tell
it.
you, me fi tell,
Come, we can do it quicker, We can do it quicker, I want just jump and do it, We can't bother waiting, but me have to wait. Me have to just wait until him sort it out. Because he lived in the States for 40 years. He came back to Jamaica to be in this marriage. No, me no. How we get it? Ting, 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 ting. No, I just say, Sandra, just wait till him sort it out. Just wait, just submit, so
yes,
submit. And it works out because he sorts it out. I'm like, oh my God, babe, thank you. So it's a combination of just humility and submitting to this. And I say to him
yeah,
all the time, I'm so happy that I have you in my life because I would not be able to elevate as much as I have need, and he gets it. And I'm always there for him. And let me tell you, he has to I tell him every day, I got you. I got you, Papi. Whatever you need, I got you. I'm here for you. I'm your wife, I love you.
Yes.
Like words of affirmation. And I build him up and he builds me up. And every morning, like this morning at 9 o'clock, he says, babe, have I told you that I love you from morning? I said, no. He says, okay, babe, I love you. You know? You know? I
Yeah,
no,
I'm
no.
waiting for it.
I'm waiting for it.
No,
But
yeah,
yeah,
I can echo the sentiments. Me and my husband, we've been through it, and it probably not where I want to say this in kind of
yeah,
like when I load up the thing, you're like, no, no, but it's true. The trust and the love, he
yes,
really cares about me. That much I know deeply.
correct.
The man
Yes,
care, him care, him
yes.
care, him care, him care, him care, and it
Yeah.
comes out in the actions, and because of those
Mhm.
actions, it builds up the trust in me to say, all right,
Yeah.
true enough. Yeah, it might take a little longer than me that want you to do it. And why,
Hmm.
you turn the thing that way, and me that want you turn it that way
Yeah.
there, but
Yeah.
I
Yeah. If you
can
just
look
left
past
it.
it because I know where it's coming from. It's
Yes.
coming from this genuine place of support. And I think as women, the mompreneurs, the bosses, that's what we need to look for.
Hmm.
Find a partner that inspires that in you. That when them do the thing, you say, "Yeah, man, Missy same care. I see that he
Yeah.
has my back. Him have me.
Yes.
You're
Yeah.
good." And that's really
But
what you're
guess what?
looking for, Chris. That's
But
really
guess
what
what,
you want to
Keisha?
find, which it's hard to find, 'cause
Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you something. You have to have their back first because it's harder for them to trust. I wonder if this is my Wi-Fi.
I'm back. I don't know why the internet
I,
no want to have the little conversation. I
don't
don't.
it? And we soon
It's
finish.
a
Lord have
fight way. It's
mercy.
a fight way. But go ahead. Yes.
No, I was saying that like we have to have their back first. I
Yes.
know women don't want to hear that, and then I know him if you don't know. It's like we have to show them first that they can trust us, and then they reciprocate. And
Yes.
we're also responsible for nurturing them. We don't want to do that. Someone's like, nurture you by nurture. Yeah, you have to nurture them, my dear. And you have to love them, my dear. They're like
Yes,
just
you
little
do.
boys in big men's body. And you have to just tell them that, hey, you are amazing. Thank you so much. And you have to nurture them into themselves, into becoming themselves. Yeah, you have to make them feel safe first. I'm not saying this is happen to everybody, but you have to make them feel very safe. And you have to make them feel safe first.
Yeah. I love that. Yes, I hope we got your question, Chris. I hope we got it because that's a whole episode on its own to kind of go through
Yeah.
money in relationships and
Mm-hmm.
building that partnership, because it's true. And a lot of women get turned up because they say, meet the guy and him terrified, him think yes, we're back again. I don't know what
Yes,
is going on.
that's okay.
Yeah, it seems to me, I don't know why it keeps doing this, but yes. Uh my main takeaway from tonight, it's multiple ends, right? Kids and finances, both from a parenthood couple to single mom, right? It's something that we have to be mindful of, key areas which you touched on. And I like that. And then no, building wealth in partnerships on the marriage side and what that looks like. I like that as well. I think in terms of the discussion we've had, a lot of women and men who are listening are taking a lot of value out of what we're saying,
I
right?
hope so.
Because we don't have these conversations. And it's something where people talk
Mm-hmm.
about in them friend circle. It's not something that
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna see on the gram. We'll be putting it on the gram, but you don't
Yes.
see this type of conversation happening a lot. So I'm gonna bring you back on. I want us
Yes.
to continue the conversation. Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Yes, I am. Look here. This the Wi-Fi is killing me. I don't know what is going on. I see Chris saying, thank you, Chris. Chris saying, thank you so much. Excellent points. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Anicia planning for her future. She looking husband. I like it, Anicia. She said,
Yeah.
she's taking notes. We'll continue this
And I wanted
conversation
to
for
say another
sure.
thing.
Without sure.
Keisha, I want to say
Yes, I'm here.
right. Single
I'm
ladies say
here.
I don't need a man. We have to be careful of what we say also. Like in terms of the words that come out of our mouth. I don't need a man, all man wicked. Like some of us are constantly cursing men. I never tagged on to any of that. I was always men are amazing, a lot of good men are out there, and I'm gonna get one. So
Me like it.
yeah,
Me like it.
never curse
Yes.
because I know that my good man is out there. And I always speak positively over men. Always, always, always. And I got a good one, man. I lie to you. So you have to be careful of the words you speak. You have to be positive. If you want this guy, you have to say, a lot of good men are out there. They're gonna find me, and be careful because the universe is very if you say no good man is out there, then that's what's gonna happen.
Alicia saying abundance mindset.
Of
Love
course.
it. Love it.
Mhm.
All right. Thank you so
You
much,
you are
Dr. Swaby,
welcome.
for being on to. Thank you. We're going to continue this
Yeah,
conversation. We're
let's do
definitely
it
going to
again.
continue.
Let's do it again.
Yeah, and keep going for women, for men, for
Yes.
children. We need these types of
Yeah.
conversations. So we're going to do more of it. I'm bringing you back
Of
for
course.
sure.
When you're ready.
Bringing you back and we'll continue.
Yes.
All
Thank you for
right.
having me.
Thank you guys also for watching tonight. Yes, you are most welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, guys, this has been Money Classroom. This has been Money Classroom. I'm excited to have you guys, sharing this discussion with us. Remember, knowledge is nothing without execution. Go and implement what you learned today. Rewatch the replay. I apologize for all the technical glitches. I'm all the way over here in Texas. Don't know what's going on with the Texan Wi-Fi, but we were able to still push on and persevere. I am very grateful that you guys were on with us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Until next week, we're back again for Money Classroom. Until then, implement, implement, implement. I'll see you next week. Bye.